is for those who need. Sending the sentinels for us all. When faithless subjects try to corrupt us, our guardians will always make them fall. The heroes of the hour.
Time to watch whatever it was the mess on had.
Strength and power. Sending the sentinels for us all. Send them in. They will always win. Sending the sentinels for us all. When the outside tries its best to invade us, our champions will cleanse the streets. Our paradigm preserved when they fight and die and serve. Send in the sentinels for us all. Whether inside or out, there is never a doubt. Send in the sentinels for us all. Send in the sentinels for us all.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Well, who could turn down an invitation like that? To Golden Ridge, Commander? My system still ain't gotten the memo we're clear of the relay. I'm itching to keep running. We're damn lucky we got out in time, Commander. I'm glad we were able to convince all the Westport townsfolk to go to Fairfield when we could. Seeing the wreckage now, a town wiped entirely off the map? It's sobering. Oh, law. Now Milver Street's gonna boast about snatching those folk from the jaws of death, ain't he? Good luck to them. Sounds like your old pal DeVries was in deep with the Order. Now, I don't know a whole lot about them, but I don't reckon fanatical is part of their employee code of conduct. And as you've seen, that kind of loyalty can pose a real problem to everyone else. But we'll track her down before it comes to a head. Don't you worry. Fine by me. Oh, I see. You're here to gossip. All right, let's hear it. Who do you want to talk about? Seems friendly enough, if a mite guarded and a little thick-headed in his view of Auntie's choice. Regardless, I can assure you I'll treat him with the same respect I show you. Though I reckon he's seen his fair share of struggles over the years, no matter how he tries to hide it. Think he ought to ask for help when he needs it.
side. Sustain that seal with a perfectly perfunctory meal.
Commander,
Moderation, menu-
the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding bishop of the Order have been verified. Landing in Golden Ridge is now possible. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station due to the astrogator's progress with the updates necessitated by its rebuild.
Our station offers
Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy, as well as previously being a center for mining uranium. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. As the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are likely not recoverable.
Welcome to the true free market, friend.
Can't chit-chat. I got a line on something big at the moment.
Selling everything! If somebody who looks like me sold you an engine that exploded, that was my evil twin. Do you mind if I don't pay you no mind? Nice day for shady deals.
broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the Protectorate possesses the advanced technology and know-how.
No time for chitty-wag. More than a month's busy.
That's why we are all happy and contented.
Keep an eye out for snitches. Got a good thing going here.
Increases tractability, stifles undue agitation, stymies untoward inclinations, and refashions the mind into a thing of symmetry.
Is a fellow subject lacking the appropriate sequence work? For mental refreshment post-haste. It's not just a good idea. Next up.
Here's a little number to get your feet down and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
I just had a thought. I'm really not so sorry, though it seems my thoughts fly too free. My mind when I'm acting without reason. Know exactly what to do. Citizen join the queue.
Stand by for further reassuring content.
As Eden offers a plenitude of natural resources, our station presents a profusion of pleasing melodies, like this one.
Well then, moving on.
More music to aid in your earnest elimination of portentous societal responsibilities.
How are the informant lines treating you? Hear anything good?
My only field-bound compatriot is stationed in Golden Bridge. All she repeats is endless military style. For my part, I sure as hell ain't going back to the house. Glory now is preferable to these jobs.
I was under the impression that Free Market Station was open to all. Why am I being accosted?
Free Market Station is open to all, except spies. It's awful suspicious. Gallivanting about, asking everyone questions.
I am spy. The information I'm collecting here shall be of historical significance. Surely you can appreciate that.
I'm sure that information wouldn't help at all in clearing us out of the station years from now. I'll be watching.
Hey, you there! If you're interested in furthering the cause of greetings, are you perhaps interested in advancing the knowledge of Arcadia's history through scientific exploration? What am I saying? Of course you are. Please, do tell me anything you might know about the crash of the ACS Free Market. Do pardon my forwardness. I saw that you were a new arrival, but I held out some hope that you might be able to enlighten me where the station populace has not. As an archivist, it's my duty to collect and record hitherto unrecorded knowledge wherever it can be found. But my earnest questions have been met with suspicion. The ACS Free Market is a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter. Free Market Station was hewed from the ruins and built into the settlement it is today. If some independent preservationist would be willing to assist me in discovering the truth, I certainly would appreciate it.
Gather around the receiver with your...
That's great. I can offer you a stipend from my exploratory budget for anything you might manage to discover. Converse with the locals, peer into unturned corners, and see what your able hand might unearth. I look forward to furthering the cause of history with you. I'd ask about in the saloon and the bazaar, Both are places where gossip flies about like so many tarot rays. Sub Rosa likely has some information about the crash, but I'm not sure where. You also might be able to find some intact portion of the ship amidst all of the station's wreckage. Take a look around. I'm sure you'll be able to get farther on your own.
Invasion only demonstrates the perfection of our system. They
Welcome to
believe
the
in
true free spicy. Nice day to see your dealings.
Yet not for nothing. Let them envy our contentment and leave as they came, empty-handed and empty-hearted.
Now, on to other matters. Here's a little number to get your feet tapping and your mind meditating on the perfection of Protectorate society.
Buy from me and live to tell you. Tell your fellows about my story.
Next, a small sampling of Protectorate abundance. Ceaseless service stokes a hearty appetite. Sustain that zeal with the perfectly perfunctory meal. Moderation mini rolls. Modestly flavorful, yet free of additive toxins. There's a wholesome banquet in every bite. Moderation mini rolls. Filling and duty fulfilling. Such perfect products, the envy of our rivals. But let's not gloat. Long ago, the matriarch devised the paradigm plan to support a bounteous life for all Protectorate subjects. From the tender fillet in your latest meal, down to this exquisite next song.
Come one and all Arcadia, glories on the horizon, single-minded, thoughts true, we chosen few will rise up together as one, have hope, break through, look toward the days anew. Arcadia, rival by none. For the good of the people, we take a stand. Protect our abundance, we heed the command. It's duty and honor that guides every hand. The needs of our saints and brethren. For the good of the people.
Hey, you smell gunpowder? Do you want to? Then buy one of my handy firearms. Browse all you like. Everything I've got is fine-tuned to perfection. That's privileged information, friend. If you want it, you're going to have to kill me. Just jesting. Although if you did want to kill me, I've got many finely priced perforators tuned to do just that. Perhaps you'd be inclined to take a look at my wares? Feel free to go on a murderous rampage with what you buy. It's good publicity.
Admire these commendable comestibles.
All subjects deserve hydration without
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Acidic soda packs a manganese zing and unbeatable beetroot flavor. It's the soda that drinks like a soup. Available in pulp or extra pulp.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my story.
Broadcasting.
If you've a tooth pain, you know who to visit.
This is Protectorate sanctioned wireless. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times. The paradigm requires it. That's why mental refreshment is so important.
Only the
If it inflicts grievous bodily harm on other people, I've got it.
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Now listen, I know I shouldn't warn you about this, but anything I sell you runs the risk of exploding. I trust you'll appreciate my forthrightness and be all the more willing to buy from me.
to maintain our perfect society on Eden. Each of us must
No. Ships decidedly ain't in my purview. Are you sure I can't interest you in some bric-a-brac instead of this conversation?
biscuits, the pinnacle of Protectorate food science, brimming with advanced
You'd need to purchase much more from my stock for me to consider such a course of action.
as flavorsome
I'd
as
be happy to show you.
How would your neighbor feel if they knew you weren't eating a balanced diet? Why, just ask everyone's neighbor, Prudence.
Prudence dictates you eat them.
Eden's Bounty Ambrosial Biscuits. Now due to continued research in an even wider array of unique and delicious flavors, like Patience Fruit, Somber Duty Melon Surprise, Arcadian Delight, Resolute Orange, and Loquat from Heaven.
Well, that was thoroughly enriching. Let's continue. Here's a song for you to enjoy while you solemnly reflect on your sworn duty to our idyllic society.
deserves all your love. Every day he's uplifting.
Hello once more. I guarantee you some of my inventions will be working soon. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present and the future, and not things that may or may not keep me awake in the dark and lonesome hours of the night. You'd need to purchase much more from my stock for me to consider. Well, none taken. I never intended to be. But when life breaks your jaw and shoots out your knees, may as well learn to get good at crawling, right? Anybody even listening to this? Let me tell you stuff.
Yeah.
Hello once more. I guarantee you. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present. I don't think that'd be smart. I need to keep my mind free of trauma if I want to improve my workflow.
My heart belongs to the sovereign.
Welcome to the true free market, then.
With a robe in my heart for the very tree whose bloodline fulfills their perfection. I trust.
Doctor here. Get your stitches. If you're here about a toothache, you've come to the right place. If you're here bleeding from a dozen bullet wounds, I suppose I can help with that too. If you've wounds that need stitching or teeth that need scrutiny, I'm your doctor. Yes? Is this a problem? I'm the only doctor on Free Market Station. I think that excuses whatever quirks I may or may not have. My prior faction demanded I strictly adhere to my vocation and forego the world of dentistry under penalty of death after a certain number of infractions. Suffice it to say, I'm pleased Free Market Station allows me to be myself. Medicaments and...
That's why I love my sovereign.
This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Social guidance and approved messaging, punctuated by acceptable music.
My dear neighbors, if I have one wish, it would be for our sovereign to bestow his wisdom at this very moment. And lo, my wish comes true. Time for another golden bestowment.
Cherished subjects, permit me this opportunity to celebrate a fellow who does not get the attention he so justly deserves. You know him as Consul Emery Thoreau, trusted counselor to myself and my illustrious father before me. The Consul is a paragon of wisdom and strength. And yet, when one serves as the hammer of justice, all the world must seem an aim. He believes you, my dear subjects, require firmer guidance to stay aligned with the paradigm. But I know you are all compelled by a force far greater. Love for your sovereign. We forgive Consul Thoreau his flaws. Of course, for none who lack the matriarch's blood can
protect your loved ones, protect yourself. Buy some new armor today.
Impeccable service.
Well, that, as they say, is that. What's next? Our station offers only the best in music for Protectorate subjects. It's your due, because our way is superior to others.
Look, everyone else here? Nothing you buy from them will matter if you get killed. So armor up. Tell me what you need. Booming now. Used to be a few other armor shops on the station. As it happened, their owners mysteriously vanished. I picked up their inventories real cheap, since they were just taking up station storage. It sure was a convenient windfall for yours truly. Real convenient. Exactly. I wish some other sorts around here who like to cast aspersions were as understanding as you. Can do.
This is Protectorate sanctioned wireless. Essential listening for all subjects. Attention, all subjects. The paradigm acknowledges the importance of joyous celebration of victory over base disruption, allowing for radical realignment of the system. So join your neighbors now.
Buy from me and live to... Hey, you browse all you like. Everything. I'm glad, but what I sell here, I wouldn't dare. You have my guarantee. My equipment for annihilating one's foes will never fail on you. Full disclosure, my guarantee is not guaranteed.
Another great Protectorate
Feel
victory. Another great Protectorate victory, whose outcome was always assured.
Well then, moving on.
The following song was composed, performed, and recorded in explicit direction
If it
of the
inflicts
song.
grievous bodily harm on other people,
My contraptions don't explode no more. Honest.
Hello once more. Oh, I prefer to focus on the present. You'd need to purchase much more for it be.
Sorry, loitering ain't my crime of choice.
Shop here to acquire fine food for cheap. If you became violently ill after eating here, please feel free to write our stall an angry letter, then burn it. What may this unit rehydrate for you? Negative. This unit and stall are registered to Gerald T. Wenrich. Mr. Wenrich last visited 222 days ago. When last seen, Mr. Wenridge mentioned he was, quote, going to teach those, redacted, sub rosa, redacted, a lesson. Nobody extorts Gerald T. Wenridge. All wares were at some point cooked fresh.
My gear has the fewest holes out of any close-on station, or your money back. Auntie's Choice thanks you for... never mind that. Sorry. Force of habit. If you're in need of sprucing up the old wardrobe, I can provide. Used to be part of Auntie's Choice. Nothing special, just a pilot for light cargo vessels. Had a lot of time to think with just the void for company. Eventually decided I was sick of being overworked and underpaid and made off with my cargo. Turned out to be generic clothes, work gear, and such. More of a market for it out here than I would have guessed. I've bolstered my wares since. You should give them a look. I got rags, fineries, and everything in between.
If you've a tooth pain, you know who to visit.
Buy from me and live to tell your fellows about my story.
I'm beginning to reach the tail end of my patience. You will tell me the location of the broker.
Lad, you ain't got much of a concept of a deal, do you? You ain't got nothing to offer, and a threat is offering less than nothing.
Do you realize any other arbiter would have crushed you where you stand for obstruction of justice long before now? That I am flowing with magnanimity?
Can't say I know what that word means, but if you're inclined to keep threatening me, only thing gonna be flowing is your blood out your body.